So currently we've got the exhaust out. We need to pull the whole rear suspension out. We're going to be doing the welding plates to strengthen the rear chassis. At the moment my chassis is still good, so I don't really want to take the chance. I mean, everything's still pretty good at the moment, so I don't want to take the chance in the risk that it tears. That'll just make more work for me. So right now the plan is to strip all of this out. At least the exhaust is currently out, so that helps. I guess that's quite a lot of work. We need to take the fuel tank out. First we need to take the drive shaft out. Once the drive shaft is out, then we'll take the fuel tank out. After that, well, we'll start working, probably take the diff out, then take the subframe out, drop the rear suspension with the subframe probably. However, I do want to take everything off, sand it down, and then give it a fresh coat of paint. Not too sure on color. We've got red and yellow at the bottom of the suspension already. Well, that's kind of pink, but we'll call that red. I'm thinking maybe make the subframe yellow and try clean these aluminum arms up, the upper A arms. Well, these aren't A arms, they're just solid arm. I don't actually know what you call that. And then obviously there's a bunch of, is that, oh, that's all evap lines. That'll all have to come out. And then at the same time I do have upgraded brake lines, which may as well just take that up. Want to freshen up the calipers, clean them up a bit, respray them again, change the lines at the same time. That makes it easier for me to clean the calipers up. So yeah, well, let's get stripping. So I have to replace this because someone before my ownership changed it to a funny bolt. That doesn't match the rest of them and it makes it difficult. So I need to change that out. I've got the drive shaft out now. Now that the drive shaft's out, it looks like I have to strip the drums because the rear handbrake cable goes into the rear linings. So I have to pull the rear linings out, because for some reason BMW thought it was a good idea to run the parking brake cable through the subframe. Now, I don't quite understand why you would do that, because that just makes it more difficult. You can see it running through the subframe. Yes, I'm not too sure why you'd want to run it through the subframe, but that's made my life a bit more difficult. I lied, it is a heavy. Oh, you can't grab that. That's gonna fall on your face. Oh man. Well, got the rear diff out now. Looks like I'm collecting diffs. And the diff on the right, that is a 293, that's my stock diff. And that is, on the left is a 346. which comes out of an automatic, I think a 325 or 320. I did, however, have to change over the front flanges as well as the rear axle flanges had to be changed over. They were different sizes. The 330s are bigger, so it was quite easy and quick to change over, but I do need to find more 330 flanges so that I can get another 1 or 2 diffs, maybe a spare 346, and maybe the one down, I think it's a 334. I'm not sure yet. I guess we'll find out depending on the tracks which one's best suited. Okay, so I have to remove the center console. Cables sit behind here, so let me figure out how to take the center console out and get to the cabling. And my little helper is back. Hello, Rubber. Come on. Do you want to go inside? No, you want the door closed. Will that help? Coming to investigate and just make sure I do the job correctly. Hello. You're going to come help strip the center console? Hey? Well, I'm going to need to strip more out. I don't know what has gone on here, what has been tapped into. I don't know what half this stuff is. Interesting. It's amazing what mess you find in pre-owned stuff. I mean, it's got 270,000 kilometers. So yeah, well, let's keep stripping. So I need to take the brake line off because I'm leaving that attached to the subframe, and I'm replacing the brake line anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I can currently now leave the calipers attached. So I just got to push the pistons back. That will at least leave as little brake fluid inside the caliper, so when I pull it all apart I shouldn't lose too much all over the place. As you can see, that's why I want to redo the subframe. It's not looking that great anymore. Got a little bit of corrosion from many years. Okay, so exhaust is out, heat shields are out, the drive shaft's out, the rear diff's out, rear subframe's loose. I'm just struggling to get the handbrake cables through the body with the subframe as it runs through the body and the subframe. So I'm gonna figure that out now to drop the subframe out. So mostly everything's out for now. There's the rear subframe, there's the upper control arms, one of the subframe brackets, the rear sway bar, rear springs, upper control arm, the exhaust, the rear trailing arms. I need a 36mm 12-sided socket to get the axles out. They're still stuck in there, and then I need to strip the trailing arms so that I can spray the trailing arms as well. Yeah, it's just the fuel tank left inside that I have to still do, and then once I have pulled the fuel tank out, I can start prepping underneath the car and actually get ready to start welding in the reinforcement plates. Well, that's the end of this video. Stay tuned for next week when we continue the build.